Let's get some prize picks in today, guys. Last night's picks went 0-6, and before you click off, before you comment, watch this video in full. It will be likely the most important video you watch on prize picks this year. I'll explain why this was actually a good slip, and I stand by it. Even though it went 0-6, it is still an amazing slip. It just didn't work out on that particular night. Just because a slip is good doesn't mean it'll hit, and just because a slip is bad doesn't mean it won't hit. I've seen terrible slips hitting. It's just luck in the end. But in the long run, this is a good slip, and I'll explain why here. So Jonas Valanciunas and Nurkic, I grabbed both on the under points because bookmakers were all setting these guys at 15.5, maybe even 16, juice towards that under. So we grabbed 15.5 on Jonas, we grabbed Nurkic on 13.5, and you know you captured good value when Prizepicks before the game or even later in the day decides to bump these lines. When you take a line that gets bumped, you know you captured value. Jonas moved down to 15, I believe, and Nurkic, I'm pretty sure, moved down all the way to 12.5. So we captured half a point on Jonas and a full point on Nurkic, which means in the long run, it's going to work out. These ones didn't work out yesterday. They both did really well last night, and I believe they both had 15 points in the first half, each of them. That doesn't mean that it was a bad pick. I can't control the outcome of a game once it starts. The whole point of sports betting is to make educated picks before the game starts. Once the game starts, you have no control over anything. You want to capture value before the game starts, and in the long run, you're going to see, once you start capturing value more and more, you're going to actually start going up, as my account has been doing for the past year and a half. So as for Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby, this is what I call a stack. So I grabbed the Toronto stack here, where I want Siakam to get assists, and hopefully a lot of those assists are going to OG Anunoby. In this case, they both went under, so you can see the stack panned out because Siakam wasn't assisting much, OG wasn't getting a lot of points. So if had I took under, this stack is a perfect stack and a hit. Same thing with Randall and Brunson. And it's funny, I literally said Brunson doesn't really go over this line unless he's having an amazing game. And guys, if you saw Brunson last night, he dropped 9 for 9 threes, 50 plus points, 5 steals. It was insane. And obviously Randall is going to get the benefit of Brunson popping off like that because Randall is going to be assisting him, playing a lot with him, and they both went over their props. You see how I took under on all these? They all hit. So that's the idea. I kind of see these stacks as one pick rather than two because I want them to hit together. I don't want Siakam to go over with OG to go under. I'm going for them all together as one. Now, right down here, you could see a perfect case of how this works. I took Gafford on offensive rebounds. He is up against Miles Turner. If Gafford's getting offensive rebounds, Miles Turner's not getting defensive rebounds, right? They're exactly the same thing. One team's offensive rebound is the other team's defensive. So Gafford got 5, Miles Turner got less. Same thing with Clint Capella and Jakob right here. They're up against each other as centers. If Clint Capella is going over offensive rebounds, it's likely that he's taking a defensive rebound away from Jakob. And then lastly, went with Ike and Nembhard in the college basketball on Gonzaga here, both under assists. So Nembhard is assisting Ike. In this case, he only threw 2 assists. So Ike didn't get any points because Nembhard is not assisting, right? So that is how it looks in a good case. So you have 2 perfectly correlated slips right next to each other. And honestly, the next best thing after a 6 for 6 is an 0 for 6 to show you how good your strategy actually is. And it's crazy because last night we cashed so many close ones. You can see Randall here, 2 points off another 25x. So we took Randall and Brunson. We took Hayes, Thompson, Cunningham, and Bogdan. So here we went for a blowout potential here. So on the Detroit guys, we wanted a blowout, and that's exactly what we got versus Philadelphia, who absolutely destroyed them. And on top of that, we had another slip down here where, again, I took Joel Embiid with Maxey on the under because of a blowout. They didn't play much in the fourth quarter or at all, so they went under. Then I went McCollum, Herbert Jones, and then Derek White, Jaylen Brown, who did not save us. He didn't play the whole fourth quarter. This could have been another 25x right there. And look, down here, another one, right? So Denny, Kuzma screwed us over by about 6 points here. Trae Young under with DeJounte Murray. Hayward under with Rozier. Do you guys get the point? Look how many 5 out of 6s here. This is a 4 out of 5 in soccer. So last night, we absolutely destroyed Prizepicks. And unfortunately, in the YouTube video, you guys didn't get to eat with us. But just like 2 days ago, we hit a 10xer. And the thing is, I'm not purposely posting bad picks on YouTube. I sent this exact slip to the Discord. So we all cashed it 0-6, right? But I also sent the other ones that hit. So this was the one with Kuzma, Trae Young, DeJounte. This was the one with Maxey, Embiid, McCollum. We all sweated these 5 out of 6 together. This was the last one that we're waiting on Randall to get that last point within the fourth quarter. But the one that actually hit was down here, which I also sent, right? So I'm sending all these slips. And essentially one night on Discord is equivalent to 12 YouTube videos because I'm only giving 1 6 flex on YouTube. I'm giving about 12 a day on Discord. So that's why when you see me cash these days, like in this title, I have 3K profit. It's because I'm playing 10 to 12 slips. I'm not just playing this one YouTube pick and I go on about my day. I'm playing all kinds of volume. The other profits come from Underdog here. So I played about 7 slips. Hit 2 of them, so 1,200 minus 700 is $500 profit there. And then on Prizepicks, I made about 1.8k, so plus 2k on this day. and you could see how many bad reads we got. We could have had like literally a plus 70x day. It was insane.
Are you tired of looking like this after a night on Prizepicks? For the price of that Big Mac combo you chowed down on this week, get access to hundreds of picks. Connect your Discord to WAP with the link in the description and be added straight to the premium Discord. We'll be sending every single Prizepicks slip we place.
Anyways, just to say, guys, I'm sorry the YouTube picks didn't hit last night, but I'm not going to be hitting every day. I only post a 6 flex per day, and they hit eventually. If you're watching every single video, you'll see you guys are probably up. Those of you who have actually taken the picks every single day since started this channel, you're for sure up. You're for sure up because I hit 6 flexes here and there, and when they hit, they pretty much cash out the rest of the picks I missed for the past like 7 days, let's say. So we'll get up to board for the day finally, and we're going to be doing stacks again today. I just explained exactly how it works, so don't be surprised if these stacks go in the same direction. I'm essentially taking 3 picks because I'm stacking players together. So the first one we're going to go with is Embiid, and we're going to grab him on the over 5.5 assists. And guess who we're stacking him with, guys? Tyrese Maxey. So I took the same stack last night. It was Embiid under 6 assists with Tyrese Maxey under points. Tonight, I'm actually going to go with the overs. On Embiid, there is juice towards his over 5.5 assists. You can see a couple sports books have him at minus 130, minus 128, minus 130, even up to minus 145. So that's why we're going to be going with the over on his assists. And since we're pairing Maxey up, we're going to have to grab his over. We're not going to go grab his under. So that is the reason we're going to start with this stack here. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey on the overs. They up against Charlotte here. It is a bit concerning because similar to yesterday, blowout potential, right? And hopefully it's a bit tighter than last night. It is a back-to-back, so hopefully the Sixers don't go as crazy as last night, but crazy enough for Tyrese Maxey to get his points and for Embiid to get his assists. So that's going to be the first stack we're going with. So for the next stack, it's even better. I'm going to be going with Giannis on the under 5.5 points with Malik Beasley on the under 12.5 points. This stack has hit in the past 9 out of 10 games. That is what you're looking for. So yes, you guys could see that this might go 0-6, guys, because if these guys actually end up going under, they're going to go under together. Same thing here. If they're going to go over, they're going to go over together. Likely, it's likely. I'm not saying it's 100% sure, but that is the goal I'm going for. And in that sense, I'm only guessing 3 picks rather than 6 picks like everyone else who's playing 6 flexes. So I'm going for this 2, 2, 2, and I cash at 25x. So Giannis, the reason we're going on his under here, there's a couple reasons. First, there's juice towards his under. So his over 5.5 is plus 104, which means his under 5.5 would be like minus 130-ish. So that is why we're going with his under. For Malik Beasley, there's a bit of confusion here. Some books are having his juice towards the over. Some are having his juice towards the under. But I'm going to go with the under again because I'm taking Giannis. And another reason is look at his blowout potential, minus 17.5 spread. And the lines haven't really been adjusted that much. I mean, Giannis is normally at that 6 line or 5.5. And Malik Beasley, I believe he's normally set at like a 12.5. So his lines have not really been adjusted too much for this blowout potential. And I do like the fact that this game could end by the 3rd quarter. So these guys, of course, are going to be more likely to go under. Now to end it off, we're going to go into the NFL. And I'm going to be going with a pass yards combo with a receiving yards combo. So I'm going to go with Russell Wilson and Jared Goff here on the under. I'm grabbing the under because this game's at minus 5 spread. If the Lions do go up to a nice lead, they're not going to have as much reason to throw the ball. And when you're looking at this, Jared Goff is the main component of this pass yards combo prop. His line is set higher than Russell Wilson's by about 40 yards, so he's going to be that main component. If he's not passing as much, I think this pass yards combo is less likely to go over, so that's the reason I'm going for the under. For the receiving combo, you want to go with the Sutton and Brown one, not the Judy and Laporta one. These guys are the main receivers, so they're going to be catching the brunt end of the yards, and of course, if you're not throwing yards, they're not going to be catching yards. So we're going to go with this combo here on Sutton and Brown, and same concept, Brown is going to be the main guy that's filling up this receiving yards combo. He's set at 72.5. Sutton set about like 56.5. So of course, if Brown and Goff together, they're up to a lead, they're not going to be filling this combo prop up as much. So that's going to be the picks for today. 80 into 2K. Good luck.